Welcome back to the MOC course on corporate social responsibility. My name is Aradhana Malik and I'm helping you with this course. And we have discussed various issues regarding corporate social responsibility. Now, in this particular lecture, I'm going to give you the actual methods or some examples. I'll share with you some examples of real life corporate social responsibility activities. So, let's see what we have here. Activities, this is based on a paper by Pelosa and Shang published in 2011. I'll give you the complete reference for this paper. Now, various categories of CSR activities, they've bundled the categories of CSR activities into three types of activities. One is philanthropy, which is other oriented activities. It's a group of activities. These activities fall into the category of philanthropy. They are focused exclusively on helping the other. They are focused exclusively on the other, on helping others rather than seeking benefit for oneself. Relies on supporting others in need, valued for its own sake. So, these are activities that are genuinely and solely for the purpose of helping others. The second category is business practices. These are activities related to how companies do what they do, and I'll give you examples later. So, for example, you are manufacturing something. Now, the ethical ways of manufacturing that thing, have you taken permissions? Are you looking after the environment? Are you looking after your people in doing what you are doing for the purpose of generating profit? And that will fall into business practices. The third category is product or service related activities. These are activities related to the actual output of profit making organizations. So, how do you procure your material? What kinds of products do you send into the environment? Are they environment friendly? Are they going to be helpful for the people they are being consumed by, etc.? Or the service that you provide, is that service really doing good for the people? Is it really a service, or is it another profit generating activity? So, all of that will fall into the category of profit or service or product or service related activities. Now, what Pelosa and Shang have done is they have bundled CSR activities into depending on how many types of activities and how many categories they cover, they have further bundled these activities into single, focused and diffuse activities. What are these? Single activities are independent activities. They are done for just independently. So, they could be single philanthropic, single activities in business practices, single product or service related. I'll give you different examples of these. Then focused activities are multiple activities within the same category. For example, we want to prevent child labor. We want to make sure that whatever we are doing, and I'll show you a very nice video about it in a few minutes. So, focused activities are, say, we want to make sure that our products are, for example, environment friendly. So, we do everything in our capacity. We undertake a variety of activities that are focused on making sure that our product is environment friendly. That is focused activities. Diffuse activities are activities from several categories. So, they are spanning several categories, number of activities spanning several categories. Let us see examples of these. Okay, single activities. Let me show you a video. This is an example of cause related marketing. Let us see what this is.
What an enormous gift it has been to partner with Gucci and to benefit from the leadership and the creativity of Frida Giannini. It's allowed us to save and improve the lives of the most vulnerable children in the poorest countries in the world. This partnership truly wouldn't be what it is without Frida Giannini. You know, from creating special products to conducting events to campaigns, Gucci has truly committed itself to this important cause.
When Frida explained her idea about linking the new Gucci children's collection with UNICEF, I realized, this was a huge idea and something that was very, very special, and that really, really touched my heart.
Gucci employs more than 7,000 people around the world. Our partnership with UNICEF gives them a sense of purpose. We're not just making a bag. We're not just making a pair of shoes. We're making something with a purpose.
For most of these children, especially those impacted by HIV/AIDS, education represents the way out. Thanks to the incredible Frida Giannini and partners like Gucci, UNICEF is giving these children the gift of a better future.
I've been able to see firsthand the results of the work that UNICEF is doing in Africa and realize how important it is. And we hope to help UNICEF in its vital efforts to help disadvantaged children.
Okay, so what we saw was an example of cause-related marketing. Now, which means that money is raised through other efforts, through regular marketing with a purpose. The marketing is done with a purpose. The products are marketed with a purpose, and the money so raised goes towards helping, or a proportion of the money so raised goes towards helping those in need. Now, this is philanthropy. This is cause-related marketing. The other example, I wish I could show you examples of each of these, but for want of time, I will not be able to go into it. Charity events is another one where things are auctioned, where things are, and the proceeds go to towards helping people in need. We have employee volunteerism. People actually go and volunteer, and they go and they donate, say, a day of their time at work towards helping those in need. So many organizations have days where they dedicate their employees towards building homes, repairing roads, going for different kinds of activities. The employees are paid by the organization, they are paid their regular salaries, but they go out into the community and they go and help the community. That is employee volunteerism, and that could happen on one specific day in a year, or that could happen on a regular basis. An organization has different ways of doing this. Then we have cash donations. That is another single activity. You have you pay certain amount of money. Public service announcements, sponsorships are there, customer donations are there. So you seek donations from customers. That is again a single event related to a single activity related to philanthropy. And once this money comes in, once this help comes in, then it goes out and it reaches the people who need it later. Business practice related activities could include environmental protection, child labor, and sweatshop prevention. I'll show you something else that is not a single activity, that is more of a focused activity, but I'll show you that too in a few minutes. So, you could do something about child labor or prevention of sweatshops, decreased product use messages, diversity, inclusiveness. So you say we employ people from all walks of life or from all different kinds of backgrounds. Prevention of false or misleading information. You take active steps to ensure that the information that you give about your product is actually accurate and you don't misrepresent the contents of your product or what it does. This is especially true and especially visible in the case of medication, where or pricing. Medication, when we talk about medicines, we it is expected that you will know what kinds of side effects come with your medication. So once that is advertised, then you know that this company is actually, they may say that yes, this medicine will be helpful for you, but if you take this, these are the potential side effects that you need to be careful of, and you need to get in touch with your doctor for. That doesn't come with most medicines, that comes mostly with prescription drugs. But if that is one way of informing the public that look, it's not all hunky dory, our product is not all great, there could be some negative effects of this particular product also. So that is one. Then you have ethical behavior of your employees, socially responsible. Your company could be, you could portray your company as a socially responsible company. There could be fair trade, supply chain responsibility, fortune rankings. These are one-time single activities. They're not happening in an institutionalized manner, but you could be taking occasional steps to do these things. Employee relations, packaging, maybe. So one activity. Okay, then you could, as far as products are concerned, maybe you are selling organic products only, or you're selling residue free products only, or you have a branch that specializes in green products. So that could be one way of giving back to the society. Then focused, as far as focused activities are concerned, some examples of philanthropic focused activities would be employee volunteerism. Again, you do this on a regular basis. It's not a one-time activity. You don't have this campaign on Monday. You do it every term or semi-annually. Cash donations, again, cause related marketing. You could have licensing agreements which are more longer term. So we are talking about long term issues. Promotion of social issues in a more institutionalized way. But then you pick one social issue. When we are talking about focused activities, we are specifically talking about one group or one set of activities that are, or the activities are focused towards a specific issue. Product donations for that specific issue. Advocacy, advertising could be there. You could have non-specific charity support, but again, that is another focused philanthropic activity. You say, okay, you give us this money, we will make sure that it goes to a charity of your choice, and these are the charities in that category. So it could be women, it could be children, it could be abused children, it could be the sick, it could be people affected by disaster, it could be anything. Then business practices, you could have controlled animal testing, you could have employee relations, you could have environmental protection, community satisfaction, supplier satisfaction, various ways in which you look after the community, but this is more institutionalized. Single activities, like I said earlier, are sporadic. Focused activities are more institutionalized, more routine, more regular. Socially responsible advertisements, you could have issues, or you could you could portray that you don't use products that have been tested on animals, or raw material that has been tested on animals in your products. Campaigns, you could run campaigns, regular campaigns against false advertising. You take active steps to protect human rights, and you look after the domestic supply chain. Then diffuse activities, you could have philanthropy and business practices, you could have employee rights, community involvement, environmental protection, cash donations, again spread over a wider group of activities. So these are, again, that could be one. Then some other types of diffuse activities could be organic products. You sell organic products, you sell healthy products, you sell green products. Again, in a variety of ways you're looking after them. Then one more thing that I would like to show you is this Good Weave campaign, which is an excellent example of a diffuse activity that really deals with business practices and products. So let's see this. I had told you about Rugmark earlier.
People believe that slavery is abolished, but it is not true. We still see children enslaved virtually, as you see in the medieval age. They have no freedom at all.
Child labor is the last form of slavery in the world. I think there's a recognition in the world community that this is just unacceptable practice.
The children of the carpet industry live in a netherworld of work. Tens of thousands work as bonded laborers chained to the loom. Every country has laws and provisions outlawing slave labor. But when the government doesn't act to protect children, who will? Consumers have the power to affect these children by buying rugs that are certified child labor free.
The concept behind Good Weave is that when consumers in North America and Europe choose to buy certified Good Weave child labor free products, then a message is sent down the supply chain that, that child labor won't be tolerated and that manufacturers will stop employing child labor. It's essential that they look for the Good Weave label to ensure that no child was exploited to produce a product. It also means that a percentage of the purchase price goes to support rehabilitation and education for children who've been rescued from the carpet loom.
The Good Weave program has freed more than 3,600 children from weaving looms, providing each with the opportunity to embark on a new life.
I love woven rugs, but not all rugs are created equal. And there's a human price for their beauty. And all of us have to be very careful to make sure that the rugs that we purchase bear the Good Weave label.
The Good Weave label and its predecessor, the Rugmark label, offer equal assurance that your rug is child labor free.
Imagine a world where consumers use their economic clout to end child labor. Imagine a world where adults do the work, children go to school, and child labor is a thing of the past.
Child labor can be eliminated. Child labor will be eliminated. This should be deep-rooted in our hearts and minds and even in our souls that, yes, we can eliminate child labor. And it is happening. Some of our former child slaves are now activists with us, and they are the ones who are liberators.
The purchase of Good Weave certified rugs helps fund daycare and early childhood education, as well as school sponsorship for children of adult weavers, adult literacy programs, and health clinics.
We encourage people to donate and help us reach our goal, which we feel within the next decade we can completely eradicate child labor from this industry and create a real transformation.
This is the process of some sort of a small victory of liberty over slavery.
Good Weave certified rugs can be purchased in some 1,500 retailers and showrooms across North America, as well as online. Visit www.goodweave.org to find an outlet near you. For more information or to make a donation, go to our website or call us at 800-784-6275.
So this is an example of an activity that borders between focused and diffuse. We can't really, have these categories as exclusive. The focus is on removing child labor, but then after removing or after ensuring that children are not involved in the making of rugs, they are given opportunities to do a lot of other things. So that is what the Good Weave project is all about. I would encourage you to go and see for yourself, visit the website and see what is out there, and what they do. Rugmark I had told you about, and this is a newer version of Rugmark, or it has its roots in Rugmark. So anyway, So this is one example. Then we have animal byproducts. We are making sure we don't use animal byproducts, animal testing, biodegradability, ensuring biodegradability of our products, and advertising it as such, fair trade, honest advertisement, honest advertising, environmental protection. All of these are examples of diffuse activities. As far as philanthropy, business practices and products are concerned, you could work on environmental protection, community involvement. Now, here is a very, very nice example of community involvement that I found that I thought I would share with you.
All charities need donations, but there's something far more important than money: people. You know them as volunteers, and more than 700,000 are needed each year in Australia alone. The problem is, over 2/3 of the country's charities struggle to find enough volunteers to achieve their goals. Seek Volunteer is a website dedicated to finding volunteers for all Australian charities, but for the past 10 years, it's struggled to get noticed. What if for the first time ever, we could get the media industry, corporations and individuals to come together and volunteer their space free? An infinite amount of blank canvases, all dedicated to promoting the vital importance of volunteering. This one simple message was written, filmed, voiced, recorded and printed so that it could be adapted to any space, any medium, anywhere, by anyone. It started to appear in every major city, from super sites, taxis, buses, trams, posters, cinemas, packaging, to online press and magazines, cafe, lifts and digital screens, primetime TV, radio shows, and national news presenters.
And that's why I'm volunteering to present this ad, as are many others behind the scenes.
It even appeared on an everyday postage stamp. In just under 2 weeks, over 150 organisations had volunteered millions of dollars in media. Then the idea went up a gear, as people volunteered their online spaces via a digital kit that gave everyone access to the campaign in every format. Thousands came together in support, volunteering their personal spaces as media space, from simply changing their profile pictures to offering up their blogs, websites, tweets, right down to their email signatures. Every single modern communication channel became our messaging system. Then something happened. After participating in an act of volunteering, people did so again, this time for the charities they were helping to support. A simple message was having a huge social impact. In just 1 month, people putting up their hands to volunteer rose 557%. That's more in 4 weeks than in the previous 4 years. It's an idea without an end date. The online media kit is still active for anyone who wishes to promote this important message, because we'll always need volunteers.
This is such a brilliant way of a diffuse activity. You need people, and you go out and you get people, and then channel the human resource that has gathered into different activities that require that, or that can benefit greatly from this human resource. So I thought I would show you this. This is a perfect example of how community involvement snowballs. You know, a simple idea has snowballed into something so fantastic. Now this is again a mix of everything. When people come, they bring their skills, they bring their motivation, they may also bring some tangible help with them. So that is again, you know, that's why it's classified here. But again, all of these, the boundaries between these different types of activities are very, very thin or fuzzy. Then we have diversity. We could be dealing with product issues, we could be dealing with product quality, ensuring the quality is environment friendly, doesn't harm anyone, etc. And controversial products could also come in here. So that is these are some different types of activities that I wanted to show you that are that can be classified under CSR activities, and that's all we have time for in this lecture. But in the next lecture, I'll show you how we measure and evaluate all of these activities, how we start about, or how we go about finding out how to start how to or how we go about seeing whether what we have done has had an impact or not. So that is all we have time for. Thank you very much for listening. Please take these ideas and explore them on your own. And I've seen on the forum people have started putting up their inputs regarding the different types of activities that they have found, or examples of CSR activities. That's a very nice step. Please continue to do so, and let's build a big database and let's continue to learn together. So thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next lecture.